Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Quick question, have you ever typed something into ChatGPT like, tell me something interesting, and gotten an answer so random you didn't even know how to respond? Don't worry, you're not alone. ChatGPT is an amazing tool, but getting great answers depends on how you ask. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to craft effective prompts, the art of asking the right questions, and the top mistakes beginners make and how to fix them. Plus, we'll do live demos so you can see these tips in action. If you're ready to unlock the full potential of ChatGPT, let's dive in. Before we jump into the tips, let's talk about why prompts and questions matter. Imagine you're at a restaurant and you tell the waiter, bring me something to eat. You might get a sandwich when you really wanted a steak. Now, if you said, I'd like a medium rare steak with mashed potatoes and gravy, you'd get exactly what you wanted. ChatGPT works the same way. A vague prompt gives you generic responses, while a clear and detailed prompt delivers exactly what you're looking for. Let me give an example in the demo about differences between bad prompt versus good prompt. For the bad prompt example, I will ask ChatGPT to tell me something interesting. And for the good prompt example, I will ask ChatGPT to tell me what's an interesting fact about space exploration. Do you see the differences? A little detail gives different answer. If you are interested in something specific, explain it in detail for ChatGPT. It will give you what you wanted. Alright, now let's get into the first and most important part of using ChatGPT effectively, crafting prompts that work. Think of prompts as the instructions you give ChatGPT. The clearer and more specific your instructions, the better its response will be. Here are 3 golden rules for writing prompts, with examples to help you fully understand each one. First, be specific and detailed. A vague prompt will confuse ChatGPT. Let's take a simple example. Imagine you want ChatGPT to write a story. If you just say, write a story, you'll likely get something very basic or generic. But if you say, write a 500-word bedtime story about a curious fox exploring a magical forest, ChatGPT will understand exactly what you're looking for. See how adding just a bit of detail makes a huge difference. Being specific doesn't just help ChatGPT, it saves you time by giving you results you can actually use. Second, add context to your prompt. Let ChatGPT know what role it's playing. Think of it this way, you wouldn't ask a chef to fix your car, right? Similarly, ChatGPT performs better when you provide context for it. For example, if you want to make catchy tagline for a coffee maker, you have to explain the context of your position in this case. If you are a marketing expert, then ChatGPT will give you an answer that suits your position. Adding context allows ChatGPT to tailor its response to your needs. It's like putting it in the right mindset for the task at hand. Explain in detail your condition and circumstances when ChatGPT will provide answers according to your current condition. If you are an elementary school student, ChatGPT will provide answers at the level of elementary school children. If you are a doctor, ChatGPT will provide answers that are dominated by health perspectives. And if you are an engineer, ChatGPT will provide answers from an engineer's perspective. Third, refine with follow-ups. Don't be afraid to ask follow-up questions or tweak the output. Think of ChatGPT as a conversation partner. It's okay to give feedback. For example, first prompt, explain quantum computing. Follow-up, can you simplify this explanation for a 10-year-old? Follow-up again, can you add an example with an analogy? The key here is iteration. ChatGPT gets better the more you interact with it. So don't settle for the first response. Refine it until you're happy. Now let's move on to asking the right questions. Remember, ChatGPT isn't a mind reader. The way you frame your questions directly impacts the quality of its response. Here are 3 strategies for asking better questions with real-world examples. First, avoid one-word or vague questions. ChatGPT thrives on context. For instance, if you type "just books," you're leaving it to guess what you mean. But if you type, "Can you recommend 5 books about personal development?" you're giving it a clear direction. By specifying what you want, you save time and get answers that are actually useful. Second, use frame open-ended questions. Open-ended questions encourage ChatGPT to provide more detailed responses. For example, instead of asking, "Is AI useful?" try asking, "Why is AI important for modern healthcare?" The more you encourage detailed responses, the richer the information you'll get. Third, combine related questions. If you want a more comprehensive answer, combine multiple related questions in one prompt. For example, I will ask about several things about meditation, such as what are the benefits of meditation? How do beginners start learning? Is it difficult? All of these questions are still on the same theme, so it is more effective to ask them in one prompt. Combining questions ensures you get a well-rounded answer, saving you the trouble of asking multiple separate questions. Finally, let's talk about common mistakes beginners make when using ChatGPT, and more importantly, how to avoid them. If you've ever felt like ChatGPT didn't understand you, chances are one of these mistakes is to blame. First mistake, you use vague prompt. For example, is like this: "Tell me about history. Do you know why this prompt is problematic?" ChatGPT doesn't know what aspect of history you're interested in. Solution, be specific. Say, "Tell me about the history of the Roman Empire," focusing on its rise to power. Second mistake, overloading the prompt. Example, write a story, explain quantum mechanics, and recommend a movie. Why it's a problem? ChatGPT struggles to focus on multiple tasks in one prompt. As you can see, ChatGPT can answer the prompt, but the answer results are only brief and general, not in-depth. Third mistake, expecting perfection in one try. Example, discarding the first response if it doesn't meet your expectations. Solution, use follow-up prompts to refine the answer. Say, "Can you make this more formal?" or "Can you add an analogy?" The key takeaway, don't give up on ChatGPT after one try. It's a conversation, not a one-time transaction. And that's it for today's video. By mastering prompts, asking better questions, and avoiding these common mistakes, you'll unlock the full potential of ChatGPT. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, comment, and subscribe for more AI tips and tutorials. Before you go, if you're curious about whether it's worth upgrading to GPT-4, check out my previous video on ChatGPT free versus paid plans. In that video, I do a side-by-side comparison to help you decide if upgrading to GPT-4 is right for you. Don't miss it! Click on the video now.